Hi all, I am Alak Niranjan Singh, Professor of Economics and Finance. So today I am going to tell you where the gate has made mistakes. Means I received the answers today from one of my students and I found that there are four questions where you can challenge gate and get points. So if you are correct, you should challenge. So I start with question number 12. This one is for sociology as well as economics. It is for both the students. And question number 12 is actually not correct answer. The B is not that B is the only answer. Actually, D is also the correct answer. So in that case, this should be MTA, marks to all. So that is what I am sure about it. Now, how will you challenge gate? So you just open your Google Mail, okay, Gmail. So I am opening my Gmail account and I want to test whether it is correct or not. So just a minute, because Google gives you this correction. Okay, so if you send someone an email, and you will get the correct correction. If you are grammatically wrong, the Google will tell you that, well, you are grammatically wrong. So let me send someone email. I compose email and to maybe my friend Akshay I am sending, and then I start typing the four sentences that question number 12 has given. Okay, so the question number 12 is, the whole family got together, and first one is off Diwali. So let me type it. The whole family got together off Diwali. The whole family got together of Diwali. Okay, this is the sentence, and I type here. Google has pointed out that this one is incorrect because it is highlighted. So what does Google tell? It tells it should be for Diwali. Off is not the correct one. Okay, so obviously this one is not correct. Option A is not correct. Let me type option B. The whole family got together at Diwali. Okay, so I come here, I just copy this and paste it. So I copy, sorry, let me see if I can copy or not copy, and paste here. Okay, this one, and instead of off I am typing at. Yeah, this is correct. Google is telling that there is no error. There is nothing like underlying like this kind of blue line. So this one is correct. So NTA is correct. Now I type the third one. Okay, and the third preposition is in. Okay, let's see what does Google tell us if I type in. So the whole family got together in Diwali. And Google is saying, no, this is not correct grammar. So what should be the correct grammar as per Google? On Diwali. Okay, so Google suggests it is not in Diwali, you better change it to on Diwali. Now I tell the last one. And the last one is till. Okay, so till. So let me type here till Diwali. And Google is saying this is correct. So option B and D both are correct. You see, the whole family got together till Diwali, and Gmail, which checks the grammar, says that it is correct. So actually the answer should be A and B. Okay, let's see what has NTA given the answer. NTA has given answer only B, but D is also correct. So those who wrote D, they must be rewarded. and if they are not rewarded, it is unfair. So hence it should be MTA. It should be marks to all. Okay. Well, I should write it like this. This question is actually MTA. So I add text here, and this becomes your MTA. So please challenge, because those who are at the border, if they lose by 1 marks, when the cutoff point is like 55.1, and you are ended up getting only 54, though you ended up getting 55, though you should have got 56, then you are out. So that way it is unfair. So definitely challenge. Question number 12 is wrong, and Google has said that both B and D are correct. I am also saying that, in fact, D is more correct than B, but anyway, it doesn't matter so long as both are correct. Now I'll go to question number 28. This one is also correct, and this one is clearly correct, clearly incorrect. So the question is 28 about IMF. Okay. So I go here, and question number 28 is 18, 19. Okay, let me see where is 28. So this is for economics student. Unfortunately, I am not a sociology professor. Otherwise, I have told you also. So this one is for economics student, and it says IMF began operations in the year. So I type this site. I go to this site, and let me see. I had saved that site. So GATE challenge question 28. So I open this. Okay. And here I have this site from IMF, and this IMF is imf.org/external and /about timeline. So IMF, this Bretton Woods conference happened in July 1944. Okay, that's fine. This is not being asked. It is being asked IMF begins operations. IMF begins operation in March 1947. Though IMF was founded in December 1945, but then operations, so membership starts at 40 and grows to 189 by 2016. So at that time the number of members was only 40, and IMF begins operations in March 1947. That is, here it is given. And the question asked is, the IMF began operations in the year. So it is clearly 1947. Same language, began operations. And this reads in the Word file that I had copied, begins operations, and the question is began operations. So it is just past tense of begin. So begins operation, it is a began operation. That's it. So they have actually copied exactly this line. This line. IMF began operations. That's it. So instead of begin, they meant began, and it is March 1947. I am really surprised how GATE can make this blunder that it gives answer C. So C is not the correct answer. You have this website, and you can just post it. Otherwise, you can email me. I will put my email, and I will send you this proof that why B is the correct answer and not C. So C is definitely not the correct answer. People have challenged it. It is not that people have not challenged it. But if you have not challenged it, you better challenge. Otherwise, GATE might not give you any. So those who wrote 1945, actually they will be deducted, and those who wrote 1947, they will be rewarded. They should be rewarded, but I don't know what if they challenge or not. So if you don't challenge, most likely you won't be rewarded, or maybe GATE may correct it, and then you may get rewarded even without challenging. So I am doing it in the public interest. And then the next question was 39 or 40. Let me see which was the another question. Okay, let me see. I had put it here. wrong. And that question was, I think, 40. Let me go down. So, yes, question number 47 is wrong actually. Yeah, though A is there and 47. So, question number 47 is here. Let me see what it is. It reads this way. Question number 47 is, oh, actually, I should put it something tight. I am away traveling, hence I am not able to use my table. Okay, so question number 47 is this one. Yes, 47. So here is the equation. Consider a closed economy. This is closed economy, so no export. ISLM model. The IS and LM equations are y is equal to c function of y, I function of z, and g function of g bar. Then m bar by p is the real money supply, and so p bar is fixed, m bar is fixed here, is equal to k times y minus li, where y is the output, c is the consumption, means c is a function, c prime is greater than 0, means marginal propensity to consume is positive, I is the investment, I prime is less than 0 of what? Function of interest rate, and that real interest rate, which is z is equal to I minus pi e. Now, I is the nominal interest rate, pi e is the expected inflation, g bar is the government purchases, m bar by p is the fixed real money balances, and k and l are positive constants. So suppose everyone in the economy suddenly expects inflation. Here is the point, that everyone in the economy suddenly expects inflation to rise in the future, assuming that LM curve remains unchanged. So this one is LM curve, it remains unchanged. Now it is not clear what remains unchanged. Here it is M bar by P bar is the fixed real money balances, that's fine. And then it says it remains unchanged, means neither M changes nor P changes, that is what it is saying. But what will happen in the short run? So it is asking only in the short run, not in the long run. The problem is that it suddenly expects the inflation to rise. So if inflation suddenly someone expects to rise, then prices must go up. You cannot stick to the assumption that prices will remain the same because of this expectation augmented Phillips curve. And even if prices remain the same, it is saying, okay, even if I assume that, though this question is wrong, that prices cannot remain the same once the inflation has been expected, but fortunately he doesn't say that wages also remain the same. So when inflation is expected by the labor union, which includes everyone means labor union also is part of everyone, or individual laborers are also, such as I also used to negotiate my salary with my employer. So when everyone expects inflation, so let the prices remain fixed, I don't care, but wages will not remain fixed, because this labor union will ask for higher wages. So when higher wages will be there, that will shift the aggregate supply curve to the left. Okay. Then second thing, when the shopkeepers know that, well, prices are going to rise tomorrow, they will not sell today, they will simply hold it. All the durable goods will be hoarded. Perishable goods may be sold at higher prices, but it says that, well, prices don't change, so let me keep it the price fixed. But all the durable goods will not be sold, and they will be sold only if someone pays higher prices. So even though this question tells us to make unrealistic assumption that everyone expects, then prices cannot remain fixed. But even if it tells that, okay, let the prices be fixed by the government, what will the sellers do? They will not sell their product, they will simply hoard it. So that will reduce the GDP, that will reduce the consumption. So consumption will also be down. Now, what will happen to the interest rate banks? Because it says that, well, fortunately didn't tell that nominal I is also fixed otherwise I would have just scratched my head. So nominal I is not fixed, that is what it tells. So when banks know that inflation is going to rise, of course they will increase the nominal I. So then nominal I will go up in the short run, because it is very easy to raise nominal I immediately. It can be raised by just a click of computer, and it is not that it needs some big planning and anything. It is a nominal variable. Banks will simply announce that, okay, we are raising interest rate by this much. Since inflation expected is now 5% more than before, I raise nominal interest also by 5%, and nobody can stop them. So banks will raise nominal interest. Then this real interest thing will not remain real, or will not be really lower even in the short run. So that will not be, there won't be any additional investment, even though this I prime is a function of less than 0, means negative, it is a negative function of real interest, but real interest will not fall in the case of expected inflation, because I will also rise. It doesn't tell question that I will not rise. So either it should be MTA to all, or, so in this case what will happen? It will happen that this aggregate demand will shift down. Why? Because first of all, wages have gone up, and then this holders means these guys are not selling. Shopkeepers are not selling in the hope of expecting price rises. So consumers cannot consume. Investment is not taking, because this nominal interest has gone up. Since banks can easily raise nominal interest once they know that inflation is going to rise, so I will not go up, but she will definitely fall because of hoarding by sellers. So if she falls, I doesn't rise, then I will definitely be lower. So aggregate demand will be lower. That is the only option that is possible here, because equilibrium Y cannot increase. When C falls, I doesn't increase, wages increase, equilibrium Y cannot increase. Then aggregate, and that is what the answer of NTA is. So this one is actually clearly wrong, and I don't know how GATE or NTA give this answer. I see some point that what they looked at, that they saw that, well, this guy must be a mathematician, that since pi is up, and he assumed that I is fixed. Well, why will I be fixed? So this Z is lower, and if Z is lower, means real interest is lower, the I function of Z will go up, and hence Y will go up. No, this actually I will not remain fixed. This I will also go up when people suddenly expect inflation to rise. The banks can easily raise I, and he doesn't say that I will be fixed. No, he says that only P is fixed. Okay, and then the shopkeepers will not sell goods when they know that if the price is going to rise tomorrow or day after tomorrow, after 1 week. Let's not sell the refrigerator today. Let's not sell our this pans, utensils, and so many all the durable goods, not today, because we are going to get higher prices soon. Sorry. So A is definitely not the correct answer, and which NTA has given. Aggregate demand remains unchanged. No, this is not the correct answer. Equilibrium Y remains unchanged. No, definitely not. Aggregate demand shifts down like this. Why? Because C is aggregate demand shifts down because C is lower and I doesn't increase. So if I doesn't increase and C is lower, then it means aggregate demand is falling down. Hence, D should be the correct answer. D is the correct answer. Not should be, D is the correct answer. So if you want to challenge, you can challenge. And if you want my help, I will write my email below this after the end of this video. Then the last question is 65, which is wrong, and here GATE is clearly wrong. Means NTA is clearly wrong on question number 65 because they have said, let's read. So this is the question number 65. Okay. So they used this question is The question is, a monopolist is facing the demand function Q is equal to 100 by P minus 1, where Q is the quantity demanded and P is the price per unit of the good, means P is greater than 1. So the average variable cost of the monopolist is 4 by root Q and the fixed cost is 10. So fixed cost means total fixed cost is 10. So the more goods are produced, the average fixed cost will keep on declining always. So since average fixed cost is declining and average variable cost is also declining, because Q is in the denominator, so as the Q increases, the average variable cost will decline. So the marginal cost will decline. It means otherwise, if marginal cost is not falling, average variable cost cannot fall forever. So this is the black line, or this kind of is the marginal cost. That is what I draw in the graph. And marginal revenue curve is definitely falling because P is 100 by Q plus 1. So I first try to calculate this marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So marginal revenue is 1. I calculated P minus 1 is equal to 100 by Q, and hence P is equal to 100 by Q plus 1. So PQ is the total revenue. This becomes 100 plus Q. So marginal revenue derivative of that, it became 1. Okay. Gate used this formula. Then total variable cost is average variable cost times Q, which is average variable cost is here. So I multiplied it by Q. So this becomes 4 times root Q. So marginal cost is derivative of that, and that becomes 2 by root Q. So marginal cost is 2 by root Q and average variable cost is 4 by root Q. Obviously the slope of marginal cost is higher than average variable cost. It is 2 by root Q. So, well, it doesn't matter, slope. Now, but it is declining. So I equated marginal cost and the P came out to be 26. Many people wrote 26, but actually that is not the correct answer, because the function has become P minus 1, and this minus 1 is a small problem. Bigger problem is always declining average variable cost and always fixed cost. Means total cost has been going down, or at least this average total cost, not total cost, average total cost has been going down. So if average total cost is going down, the monopolist can expand forever so long as the marginal revenue is more than marginal cost. Okay. So let's see what happens. So at when P is equal to 26, then Q is 4, because 100 minus 26 minus 1 is 25, so that becomes 4. Total revenue is PQ, so 26 times 4 is equal to 104, and total cost is equal to 10 is the fixed cost plus total variable cost. So 4 times divided by root 4 is the average, and times 4. So 16 by 2, which is 8. So 8 plus 10 is 18. Profit is 86. All of you calculated. Now let's reduce it, because since average cost is falling, means let's reduce P, because the firm can produce more by at a declining cost. So when P is reduced from 26 to 15, we have Q7.14. I did it in Excel, so there is no mathematical error, and profit is 86.45. Okay, 45 cents more. So definitely not 26p is the maximum profit point. Then I reduce it to 10, and profit increases to 87.78, because the costs are average total cost is declining. Now I go to the limit of P is equal to 2, because it says that P has to be greater than 1, and then it also says in integer. So I get the hint that I should go to P is equal to 2. 2 is the smallest P. So when I put 2, then Q becomes 100, because 100 divided by 2 minus 1 is 100, and profit is 2 times 100, 200, and total cost is 50. So profit is 200 minus 50 is 150. So this is the point of maximum profit actually. So this point gives us the maximum profit when P is equal to 2, Q is equal to 10, and that's why P is the answer. 2 is the answer, that's why I wrote here. Now what if I increase the P? I increase it to 30. The profit falls down to 86.02, which is correct because uh, now this quantity produced is too less. I raise the P to 100. Why did I stop at 100? Because then Q becomes just 1, so 1.01, and then the profit is 86.9. It actually remains fixed. And what can I do? If I reduce the P to 1000, 10,000, then also it won't reach 150 of profit. So P is actually maximized when profit is maximized when P is equal to 2. And that's what we can see it graphically. So I had done it on 10,000 also, and it had not increased more. You see how much it is increasing from 26 to when P has gone up to 100, the profit increases by only 90 cents. So it is not increasing, it is not reaching 150, no way. Okay. So if it is not increasing that much, so 2 is the correct answer. Now I tell you, so if you need my help in, here is, I wrote the answer. So you can either copy this and paste this, or if you need my help, then my email is I am writing ALAKHNS at gmail.com. So you can contact me and I will prepare the answer for all these questions that you want to, and you can submit. The time is not much, it is only about, I think, 48 hours. So just if you need my help, you can email me and I will prepare for you the answer to challenge, and you can challenge it. I know this question number 65 has already been challenged. So if it has been challenged, that I know for sure. So because it is 2 students I know who have already challenged it. So if you think that you can get points without challenging, you don't need to contact me for question number 65. And I also know that question number 46 has also been challenged, so you don't need to contact me for that also. If you think that you can, that gate will correct the answer. So 46, no, it was 46. If I remember, yeah, 46 I have marked cross. So this has been challenged too. Now the question number 28, I don't think anybody has challenged, or at least I don't know. Nobody had contacted me for question number 28. So if you want, you can contact me and I will help you in that case. So actually B is the correct answer. You simply, I will send you this IMF website picture, and then here is the picture. It is just IMF.org. It is not there anywhere else. So since it is IMF.org, means it is the most authentic source of information. This cannot be wrong. So here I will email you this. If you want, contact me and I will email you that. So that is for question number 28. So someone must have challenged. I don't think that the guy who knows is wrong has not challenged. But anyway, but I don't know that who has challenged. So you can contact me if you feel, because I don't know anybody who has challenged. I am expecting. But for question number 12, I think nobody has challenged. So I will send you that Google thing, or you can use my that how it shows. So I will simply print this Gmail thing. I will take a picture of this and print. I have already taken a picture of that actually. So let me see question number 12. Here is the answer, that how open. So that's how I have printed the PDF. Means Google is showing that well. Why other two are wrong, but this one till is correct and at is correct, but the other ones of Diwali and in Diwali is not correct. So Google is showing that. So I have this picture. Let me make it, if I can make it bigger to view. and zoom. Okay, 200%. Okay, no, let me zoom it a bit more. So here, oh, okay, zoom 200%, more than 200%, so that you can see it. Let me put it 300. Oh, I think, oh, here, yes. So let's see how does this go. Yeah, so now you can see it better, and you can, so in Diwali, for Diwali was corrected, that is what I took the picture. And then second page is for in Diwali also. Yeah, here it is, the second page. So off Diwali is wrong, and if I type in Diwali, then it said it should be on Diwali. So I have taken these two pictures. All you need, if you want to get them, you just need to email me, and I will email you back by attaching it, and you can challenge to NTA or to the gate by going on their website. So my aim is that all fair people should get marks, and so it should be actually MTA, marks to all. So question number 12 should be marks to all, because I know I have myself suffered a lot in the past when there was no right to information, and though I succeeded in all the exams like civil services and Indian economic service or even bank exam and GST exams, but still I have suffered a lot from this. I had to make extra effort. So that's why I am fighting for you all for free. I am giving. So it should be actually MTA, question number 12. So those of you who wrote D, you must get point. And those of you who attempted, now I think all of you will get point, even though you were wrong. So that is your luck. But those who wrote D, they must get point. So D is the correct answer. And well, B and D both are correct answer. So it is not that only D is. So those who wrote B, they are getting, but those who wrote D, they should also get. So maybe get minute reward to those who wrote A and C, but those who wrote D, they must get. So contact me. I will email you all those pictures that I have taken as a support of PDF, and be happy. So thank you all for this, for watching this. I am Alakh Niranjan Singh, Professor of Economics, and also my English is very, very good. I lived in the United States for 20 years. I had taken GRE and my percentile was 92 percentile, and I remained there professor for about 5 years. Then I went to Wall Street. I left all Indian economic service and civil service, both I left while moving to the United States. Now I am back to India, and I am newly here, and I got this opportunity to talk to GATE students. Then I decided to help them, and that's what I am doing. This is my free public service. Okay, so enjoy, and don't forget, if you need my help, I have written my email in the end. You can just shoot me an email, and I will send you the attachment. So here, alakhns@gmail.com. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.